Well, it looks like we just got a major update in regards to the release of the Mars Yard 3.0 from Tom Sachs. Now, this update happened earlier this morning, and it came from the man Tom himself, which, mind you, all month long, people have been competing in a series of challenges, or as Tom likes to refer to them, as rituals, right? So they had to download this app. You're competing with everybody nationwide. Matter of fact, you're competing with everybody worldwide, and this is all for a chance to top the leaderboards, just for a chance to be able to purchase these sneakers, which retail for $275. Now, as far as the update, Tom did announce that winners will be selected. Remember, this is the people at the top of the leaderboard. And when you talk about this app, people have been complaining about issues, the app glitching out, server issues, users being unable to upload their video submissions. You got people cheating, and in return, people ratting out the cheaters. So it's been a whole lot of chaos, but it looks like things have came to an end. As far as the people at the top of the leaderboard, today, they're gonna be receiving the links to actually purchase the sneakers. So all of that hard work, over the last month, it's all paid off, and you guys will be able to get the sneakers. Now, in a shocking turn of events, Tom actually has announced that there will be a second round of links that will go out. Now, what differs from the first round of links, which those sneakers are already made and they're ready to be shipped out as soon as possible. So for the people that didn't top the leaderboard, they're also gonna be receiving links, which is to actually pre-order the sneaker, right? So $275 for the pre-order, and then the shoes are gonna be shipped out sometime in 2026. He didn't give any specific details of when, but you guys can expect for those to be made and then shipped out sometime in 2026. So that's absolutely crazy. You got one round of ready to go shoes. The other round is going to be a pre-order. And then for everybody else, Tom said if you didn't receive a link, to just stay tuned, follow for updates. But I'm guessing you're pretty much going to be out of luck at that point, and you'll probably just get like a sticker or like a keychain or something like that, and Tom will say to call it a day. So I got a lot of questions about this release right here, and while you got a lot of people calling Tom like the new Diddy, with all the strange allegations happening with him, low key, I'm kind of calling Tom the new Yeezy. Y'all got to hear me out on this one right here. So of course, they're both weird, artsy, strange type of dudes. When you talk about the rollout of this release, it felt real chaotic. I don't know if you guys were following that whole like Mars lunar landing, which was coinciding with this release, but I was checking out the event in live time on his IG stories, and it felt like all over the place, sporadic, like things were really unplanned, which kind of gives me like that Yeezy rollout type of feel. Plus with the pre-orders, people willing to purchase the product and then wait for it to drop like a whole year afterwards. It's also giving Yeezy, which I don't know if he still has that same effect or not, but you guys see what I'm going with when it comes to that one right here. So as far as the questions surrounding this release, right? Now, Tom did say that as far as the second round of links that are going to be going out to pre-order this sneaker, that was unplanned, and he was listening to the people, for everybody complaining and everybody asking for them to drop more pairs. He said that that was not planned, which I do believe that it wasn't planned, but of course Nike did have to green light that move. So my guess is that Nike executives, of course, you guys already know, they pay attention to all the data, they see all the chatter, everybody complaining. I'm thinking this was their way of being like, let's shut up everybody and just drop another round of the sneakers, which at the same time, remember, they had to spend a whole bunch of money on the rollout of this release, all the marketing, developing of the new app and everything like that. So I'm guessing they're like, cool, we'll shut up all the people, plus we'll kill two birds in one stone, as they like to say, right? We'll shut up everybody that's complaining, plus on top of that, we're gonna generate revenue because we're selling a whole nother run of this sneaker at $275 a pop. So to me, I feel like it's a win-win for Nike. It shuts up everybody, plus they're making more money. So why wouldn't they green light them making more pairs? But the whole thing is like, when are people actually gonna receive the shoes that they pre-ordered? And this has been a wild release, man. The challenges have been going on for a whole month long, and now everything has came to an end. And it's all for a pair of sneakers, which, as you guys see on the resale market pre-release, selling for a pretty little penny. These are the prices, of course, as y'all see via StockX, almost hitting the $2,000 range, which we all know prices are gonna drop once the shoes release. And then for everybody complaining about showing StockX, here on the Go app, same deal, while some of the bigger sizes are actually exceeding the $2,000 mark. So my question to you guys, what do you guys feel like prices will stabilize at? You know what I'm saying? Once everybody gets their pairs. And remember, for the pre-order, y'all ain't gonna actually receive them joints till like next year or something like that. And remember, they're even limiting the pre-order because Tom stated clearly that not everybody is gonna receive a link. So I'm guessing for the initial release, there's a certain amount of pairs, obviously. And then for the pre-orders, they're also gonna cap those as well. So kind of a crazy situation, but when it's all said and done, people are going to get pairs, soon, and then more people will receive pairs coming up next year. Plus, there's rumors of a sneakers app launch. We'll have to wait and see how it all plays out, but this is a saga we've been continuing to cover, and I'm guessing that this story is not over just yet. So drop your feedback on that one, guys. And before we bounce, I did also want to cover today's releases, where we did see some pretty interesting pairs of Air Max 95s drop. Of course, one of them in collaboration with Yu-Gi-Oh!, which is a popular like Japanese anime card trading type of game or something like that. You may have been, a kid playing that game coming up, so you might have nostalgia for that. Or, you still might be into Yu-Gi-Oh! I'm not judging anybody like that. Personally, though, I would say, for the record, just to make everything official coming up, I was more of like a Pokemon type of kid myself. So I don't really have any type of nostalgia for this release right here. But as I always like to say, if you guys like them, I love them. These are cool or whatever. As far as the release, very limited, cool packaging, a card included and everything like that, according to Eldon Monitors, who keeps track of the inventory loaded up, the stock numbers on the back of Nike servers. They dropped about 6,000 pairs of these on the sneakers app, and then I believe they did drop at a couple other retailers. But overall, very limited release. So salute, man. If you guys had success on that drop. On top of these, we also had a couple of other camo pairs, which I guess they're calling the Air Max 95 camo pack, which these are cool. You know what I mean? I think the purple pair has a little more cohesiveness as far as the design overall. Not too many colors going on with the other pair. They kind of clash a little bit, but these are cool. 2 new colorways, but as far as the stock numbers, limited to just 1,000 a pop via the sneakers app. I really don't see the point of this other than to just like hype up the Air Max 95 silhouette with some more limited releases that people can't really touch. And then on top of that, to capitalize off the Yu-Gi-Oh! Release. And I guess it works. So let me know what y'all think about that one right here. Limited drop, 1,000 pairs a piece. Drop your feedback if you guys had any success on these drops. And before we bounce, guys, consider subscribing to the channel. I see we just hit roughly around 6,000 subs as our last goal, so let's go ahead and shoot for 7,000. So if you guys have been watching the content and enjoy, consider subscribing down below. JATV. Until next time, stay safe, stay blessed. I'm out, y'all. Love. Stay safe, stay blessed. JA.
Stay safe, stay blessed. Stay safe, stay blessed.
Stay safe, stay blessed. JA.
Stay safe, stay blessed. Stay safe.